Well, hello, my journey walkers. It is so good to be back with you all for another year of manifesting greatness and wonderfulness in our lives. Um, I am excited for the new year. I know I put you guys down for a little while last year, but your girl was working on some really, you know, hard things and things that were really complicated, and they required a lot out of me. And I just had to, it was taking everything I had in me to get it done. But all the hard work was not for naught, honey, because you are looking at a master's degree holder. Okay, I was able to obtain a master's degree in organizational leadership and change from Colorado Technical University, and I am now transitioned out of the corporate world into the education arena, where I am an adjunct professor for both National Lewis University and Lewis University, and opportunities are yet still pouring in. So I had a really good reason for not being able to be with you all as much as I wanted to be last year, but I am back. I am back, and I am ready for this new season, this new year with Walk It Out Wednesday. So welcome to the new fresh year of Walk It Out Wednesdays with Coach T, where I try to give you guys an encouraging word that's going to help you guys to become the very best versions of yourself. And hopefully, together, we all get better at that walk. I am honoring Black History Month with just really talking about the legends of our time, and really starting out with, we just came off of MLK Day. And I wanted to start with Coretta Scott King because we all know about her husband, Dr. Martin Luther King, but we rarely talk about her tireless um, work of advocating that she did for civil rights and for social justice right alongside her husband. But beyond his legacy, she picked up his torch and she continued forward. Okay. It was her resolute action in leadership from his assassination in 1968 to her death in 2006 that produced the establishment of the King Center for Nonviolent Social Change that is still standing and operating today in Atlanta, Georgia. The second March on Washington, which was the Poor People's Campaign to advocate for national movement for economic inequality. Last but not certainly not least, she also led the fight for the national holiday we now know as Martin Luther King Day. What we may not know is that Coretta was also an advocate for women's rights as well as global peace. I want to focus on picking up the torch of legacy. We all have someone or something that we can coin as our legacy, that we connect to, that we want to pay homage to, that we want to live our lives in honor of. For me, it is the legacy of the great Fannie Jean Taylor, affectionately known as Mama Jean. That's my grandmother's legacy of being God's mouthpiece, which requires speaking up when most people would opt for silence. I've always been the person who dared to express the things that most people dare not say, but were most certainly thinking it, right? I've always advocated for the underdog in situations and silently prayed for their rise to success. I speak up for those that can't or won't for fear of losing relationships or connections or attachments. And I gotta say, I have paid a very hefty price in doing so, but this is exactly what my grandmother was known for. And it took me a while to understand that I, like her, was commissioned for that. When I finally came into that realization, I wanted nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? Nothing to do with it because I was too busy looking at how she did it and deciding that I could never, and honestly would never really desire to do it in the way that she did. Not understanding that I was never meant or obligated to do it the way that she did, right? Today, I'm able to carry legacy and honor the spirit of her legacy through my own authenticity. And I'm able to be an extension of her legacy through my motivational speaking, through my teaching, through my coaching. And it's in a much more formalized way than she did, right? So here's the question. What are you really saying, Coach T, right? What are you really saying to us? What's the point of this topic talk tonight? I'm attempting to enlighten you about the concept of carrying the torch of legacy and simply letting you know that your ability to effectively carry legacy doesn't hinge on you duplicating that which has already been done. It is founded in what has already been done. I'm sorry, but it is founded has already is what has already been done, but expounded upon by what you as an individual contributor, utilizing your own gifts and talents and experience and knowledge and skill and all that is you, what you can produce. Coretta wasn't able to produce significant impact in the absence of her husband by simply becoming a carbon copy of who he was, but rather utilizing his work as a foundation on which to build and apply her authentic self to. That's what I had to learn to do. And that's what I am telling you, you need to do. So let's all get busy. Get busy being ourselves, our authentic, true selves, and unapologetically so, to the full, so that as we are carrying out the torch of our legacy, we are putting our own mark on it. This has been Walking Out Wednesdays with your girl, none other than the very own Coach T. Remember to always just be you, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.